I'm gonna play it for you one time. Okay, that's Jolene by Dolly Parton. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Jolene, which uses Travis picking, which is a finger style of guitar playing, right? It's finger picking style. So if you don't know at all anything about Travis picking, then you should check out my video on it, which will explain to you the basics. Wouldn't hurt to know the basics. So there's only 3 chords in the whole song. A minor, C, G. I'm going to play a G like that with just one finger, and then back to A minor. So first let's just focus on the intro, which goes. I'm going to try to break it down. Here's the first thing. So first, we're in this first family. So our thumb is going between the A string and the D string, right? That's step 1. Make sure that this is happening consistently. So here's the first part. So I'm playing an A minor, but I'm not using my pointer finger. So it's like an A5, add 9, or whatever it's called. That's thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, right? A, G, D, B. So now here comes the first tricky part. You're going to play the D string and the B string, and then on your left hand, you're going to hammer on everything into that A minor shape. If you want, you could just use these 2 fingers. Doesn't really matter. So there's that little A in there too, watch. And here's the tricky part. And what that was is I played the D string with my thumb, the B string with my middle finger, and I hammer on everything like that. So after that, you add an A string with your thumb, and then back to an open B string with your middle finger. See that? And then of course there's another D string because your thumb has to keep doing this. So if you're not doing this, there's a mistake happening. 3, 4. Now the next part is that, which is just your thumb on the A string, middle finger on the B string, and you're doing a pull off on the B string with your pointer finger. Here's the thing, here's the pull off. The last thing is really easy. It's just an open D and an open G. So you go hammer on, open B, pull off, open thing. Again, 3, 4. If you're thinking that this is a lot of confusing stuff, it is. This is a really weird, complicated thing. The rest of it, remember the chords are just A minor, C, and G. The rest of it pretty much follows this pattern. So pretty much the whole song follows this pattern, and there's one exception, but here's the pattern. I'll play it over as C so you can hear what I'm talking about. It's this pattern. And that pattern goes, of course, your thumb is still alternating between the A string and the D string on this C chord, and you go. So that's the A string, then the D string and the B string together, thumb and middle. So, and then thumb, pointer, thumb on A, G, D. So that's. So when I'm on G, don't forget, it makes a change. Your thumb goes from the E string to the D string, but it's the same pattern. So over C, it's this. Over G, it's this. Now here's the one exception. When she starts singing, it just says, Jolene, Jolene. That's over an A minor chord. She throws in an extra B string. She goes. So that's. So when you go back to A right there, you include that B string. And then you go back to normal for C. And if you want to fancy it up or make a little extra thing, which I hear in there sometimes I'm hearing this. that little G string by itself at the end. So every time you go back to A minor and she's not singing, you do that intro riff. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Back to G right here, and you can just stick to that normal pattern right there. Singing, Jolene, 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 Jolene. This song just uses a basic finger picking pattern, which is in a million songs, except for the intro. It just uses a really, really common pattern. And if you learn how to finger pick and you learn the basics, then this pattern won't be difficult at all to you. And you can learn a million other finger picking songs because you get how the system works. If this is too easy for you, or you want to learn more about how finger picking works, more advanced stuff and adding melodies and things like that, I have a video for advanced finger picking. You can check that out. And also, if this is too hard for you, check out my intro lesson on finger picking. It's just like basic finger picking 101. It teaches you how everything works. And then this won't be such a mystery.